Janel Grant speaks out on a presser today against Vince McMahon and WWE and TKO for the lawsuit that she had allegedly suffered at the hands of Vince McMahon for S trafficking and SA abuse at the hands of her and John Laurinaitis and WWE's alleged attempt to cover it all up. This is a trigger warning. If this is difficult for you, I just want to put that out there. If you want to watch the entire presser interview, it is on our Instagram at Snug Wrestling, and you can click that for more wrestling content, but trigger warning, please. For those of you who don't know, Janel Grant is the woman who was allegedly SA'd and trafficked by Vince McMahon, John Laurinaitis. But when it came down to it, this all stems from the fact that this abuse had allegedly gone on for quite a while. She had tried to end this relationship with Vince many times, even though Vince was married, and even though she was sickened by it, he wouldn't really let her go. It was an immense amount of control, she alleges. But at the end of it, there were NDAs. There was an NDA that was signed that, you know, she had signed so they could make this all go away, and no one would be the wiser. All of a sudden, somehow, a story gets leaked to journalists who then make a story. Her name gets dropped publicly for the first time in 2022. Breaking that NDA, they tried to act as if it was her. They tried to give her whistleblower status and then make her the main victim in an investigation from the SEC and the FBI. At the end of the day, she never wanted to file the lawsuit, she says. She says once this happened, she felt like she had no choice because then the company tried to allegedly coerce and or push her to put out a joint statement saying that she and Vince had a consensual relationship, which she vehemently denied and said, no, we don't, and I'm not doing that. And then a group of people and a spokesperson from WWE did it anyway without her even consenting to it, stating that they had a consensual relationship. She was even supposed to originally be a part of the original internal investigation on WWE side into these allegations of Vince. But even though she paid six figures to be a part of this investigation, she was left out of the majority of it, not even being interviewed before the actual investigation had even concluded. She speaks mostly about how the NDAs and how NDAs in a workplace are harmful because it takes the pain and the struggle of one person and it quietly just drops it on the head of the next employee, because if you can do it with one, you can do it with everybody else. She speaks about how she has friends that she cares about that work in Stamford, Connecticut's WWE office that are under a microscope, that are being intimidated, that are being, afraid for their well-being and their livelihoods of their families, allegedly. And that she's concerned for them, and that there are people who were aware of this who can't talk about it, who can't say anything at the fear and potential alleged cost of losing their livelihoods or their jobs, or their family suffering for it. But this is a very intense situation. She talks about trying to take matters into her own hands and exit this world, and that someone saw her and stopped her, and she's only gone outside 10 times in the last year or so because she's just that afraid of being out in public. And this is it's just a very, very difficult presser to listen to. But if you want to watch it, is on our Instagram, the full entire thing. But if this is something that's affected you, please know that there are people that you can call, that you can talk to, that you aren't alone, and that, there are circles and people who love you or who will care about what has happened to you, and that you don't have to take it that further final step because you're feeling isolated and like you don't matter, and you do matter. So please, there are numbers to call. Don't go through this alone. You don't have to. Please, until next time, stay safe, stay savage, and stay snug.